Ever had times in your career where you had to take that risk, which was really unknown, but it panned out for you? Yeah, I've had more than a couple of those of my fair share. I don't mind risk. So I worked for corporate for more than a decade, and I worked as a consultant for 3.5 years. Consultant means I don't work for the company directly. It means that I'm a third party. They can let me go at any time. I'm not a direct employee of the company. So I worked for a large drug company. I was a consultant for 3.5 years, doing a great job. And there was an opportunity for a full-time employee. Now, I just had a family at the time. I wanted a more permanent job. I wanted, consistent income. Consultants would move around often. So there was an opportunity for this job. And I applied for it, and the guy really wanted me. And the result was I went through the interview process, and he offered me the position. I said, this is great. But the position was like much lower than what the position should have paid for and what the average person would have gotten. But he must have known I made a lot less money as an entry-level consultant. So he goes, well, he sent me a piece of paper. This is what we want to offer you. And at that time, it was actually what I made. I want to say it's like $50,000. Well, I went to him and I said, well, wait a minute, Joe, I can't take this much. He goes, what do you mean? I said, I kind of fibbed because I took a risk, and if I really needed this job, I would need this company job. I said, Joe, I make like $25,000 more than this. I can't take this. As a consultant, they can't see what you make. So I worked for a third-party company. He couldn't see what I made for real. So we go back and forth, I don't know if I can do that, blah, blah. So he calls me a few days later, and let me tell you, I was sweating bullets. I needed this job. He calls me, okay, team, we can do this dollar amount. And I forgot what it was. I think 75,000 or something. And at that time, it was a lot of money. It was 30 years ago. And I ended up getting that job, came home, told my wife at the time. But I took an incredible risk because I really did want to work for this company as a full-time employee. And I ended up working there for 13.5 years. The whole point of this is take a risk. Take a calculated risk, but take a risk. That job put $100,000 more in my pocket after 5 years and gave us an incredible bump in salary for a time that I could have used it the most. Don't be afraid of risk as a leader. You always have to try something new. For more, go to deansvark.com.